Amazon Prime is having a pretty good time right now in terms of people actually watching it. Every week, I pick a different streaming service and give you cool recommendations to watch from it. Since you're already there watching Borat 2, which I'm sure you've probably already done, but if you haven't, it's still a fun movie. I thought I would give you other stuff to watch on there. Obviously, I'm going to recommend Borat's subsequent comedy film. It's pretty good, and it's a lot of fun, so you should check that out there. As well as they have things like Terminator Dark Fate, which I think is a pretty good Terminator movie. It's like the third best one. So, it is also semi-political, I guess, in some ways. And in a fun way, actually. But I thought it was a good follow-up to the Terminator films. I was actually thinking, okay, so this is one, I kind of pick out one that I am curious about that they have. I didn't realize they have Gemini Man. I missed that in theaters. I'm a little curious to see that. Maybe I will check that out on Amazon Prime. They have a lot of Addams Family. They have the two live-action movies, the original from the 90s, or as much as that's an original, Addams Family Values, and the animated Addams Family. So if you're in an Addams Family mood, they have all three of those. I also saw a documentary on Amazon Prime called The Perfect Bid, The Contestant Who Knew Too Much. It's a great documentary for like folding laundry in front of and stuff, which is what I did with it. It's basically about this guy who gets obsessed with The Price is Right, comes up with like a price list. He starts up writing down, because they repeat so many prizes, like what the prices could be and all that, and he gets on the show and has a good time, but then he keeps going to the show to like enjoy, have a good time, or get picked when they relax a rule that you can come on again. And he ended up getting in a controversy toward the end, which this documentary, I'm going to be honest, does not cover that well, but it's still actually, I thought, was a good documentary. I thought the end they sort of messed up a bit, to be honest with you. I don't think they did a good job with that, but I think it is actually a pretty good one. They also have The Abyss, which is a great James Cameron sci-fi film, which is probably one of his weirder sci-fi films that didn't do well. It's probably like one of his only flops, really. I've probably recommended The Vast of Night before, but it is definitely one of the best movies of the year. And if you're going to be on Amazon Prime, it is definitely something you should absolutely check out. I know I was a little harsh to it in my review, but it is actually a really cool movie. Dora the Explorer, the movie, or Dora and the Lost City of Gold, is on there. That's a fun family film. I think we need to do that at some point. My family needs to do that. I probably also have recommended Fleabag, but it is probably the best show Amazon Prime has ever produced. As well as The Man Who Fell to Earth, which is David Bowie's kind of big acting debut. It is a weird, crazy sci-fi film, and it's worth watching. They also have Orlando. If you're into kind of trans cinema or queer cinema, I think it is a great entry. It stars Tilda Swinton. I think that's how most people knew Tilda Swinton. I'm not sure. It's basically about a man who is eternal, and he eventually changes from a man to a woman midway through the movie. It's an interesting film, trust me. It is really worth it. There's the Jabberwocky, which was made by several of the Monty Python guys, which is also pretty good. I haven't watched it in a couple years, but I remember kind of liking it. And I have two more. Maximum Overdrive, which is a ridiculous film that Stephen King directed with music by AC/DC. Do I need to say more? And I wasn't the biggest fan of Dope, but I know a lot of people are. And if you've ever wanted to see it, Dope is on Amazon Prime. All right.